Folks, not too long ago, this machine was not working at all. We just made coffee. To prove it to you, look at this. We already have made a couple of them. We just repaired this machine with something that you already have in your kitchen. Don't throw it away. Don't send it to a repair shop. Fix it yourself, just with something that you have in your kitchen already. Continue watching and I'll show you how. Hello everyone, thank you once again for tuning into our YouTube channel. Save Green here. And I've done another video on this Nespresso machine. This is the VertuoLine. And I want to save you some money on having to spend another $200 or more on a machine when it's something that you can fix at home. I've literally seen people just throw these things away, and it's a crying shame because the company doesn't offer much support. Remember, the company, their job is to make you buy another one of these. They don't care. Their support team is actually not very helpful if you've ever had the headache of getting with them on the phone. Now, if you remember, not too long ago, I made a video on the same machine having an issue. So if you're having an issue with the same machine, you might want to look at that video first. Actually, I took apart the bottom of the machine again, and I tried what I mentioned in that video, and it did not work. Now, in this situation, I had something a little bit different. This light was blinking twice, and then it would pause, blink twice, and then it would pause. And like I said, Nespresso, you get them on the phone, they're not going to help you. I've looked online, I looked at other videos, and this is what I was able to find. I haven't seen this anywhere, so I'm going to share with you exactly what I did to get that light to work, to turn on solid white, and to actually start making coffee again. So stick around. I'm going to go over this, and hopefully this helps you get your machine back up and running. Okay, the machine is upside down, and there's a reason for that. I want to show you exactly what I did. I'm going to try to repeat it again so you can see what's going on. First of all, you have to realize that this thing right here, you want to be very careful because these little, they're needles. That is what makes the holes on the pods. Okay, so that carousel, if you want to call it that, spins at an incredibly fast speed. So it spins at 7,000 revolutions per minute. So for every 1 minute, that thing will spin 7,000 times. And it needs to be able to spin freely. Now what happens over time, that little carousel, if you will, gets a little rough or a little, not stuck, and it might get stuck as well, but it just doesn't spin as freely, okay? Think of a wheel on a 10-speed bike. What do you do when that wheel's having a little bit of trouble, spinning around? Well, you put WD-40. And that's the first thing that came to my mind. So before you go ahead and put WD-40 on it, okay, just remember this. This is going to have coffee. You're going to be drinking that. You do not, and I repeat, you do not want to put WD-40 in there. That is a no-no. You need something that will be able to lubricate that is food grade. So what did I do? I went ahead and bought myself some olive oil cooking spray. And I just used olive oil because it's olive oil. I didn't want to use anything else. And I don't mind spraying something that I would put on my food anyway. After a couple cycles, it's not even going to taste like oil. So I'm going to do it once again, just so you get the picture of what I did. But you just pull these metal things back and then just spray evenly, just like that. And then I like to just let it sit there for maybe a couple minutes. Come back later, get yourself a good paper towel, pull these back. Again, you want to be careful because these things are going to pinch you and you'll be bleeding. That's not food grade as well. So you want to clean it as much as you can. Make sure you get most of that oil. Again, this is after you have let it sit there for a couple of minutes. Once you do that, All you need to do is turn the machine over again, put the chambers back in, which of course we took out the chambers because if not, we'd have a water mess here to begin with. Put the chambers back in there. The chamber where the pods fall in, of course, as well. And in my case, I still haven't even put the bottom piece on. Again, you can see the screws are there, but I can do that later on. You want to flip the machine over, put a pod in, let it heat up for another minute, and then you just start it and hopefully it'll start working. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to pause the video and then we'll see what the end result is. Okay, we are back. I turned the machine back the way it should be. I'm going to put my chambers in there. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you do what I showed you at the beginning, that your machine is disconnected, unplugged, turned off. It's best to disconnect it. I didn't do that. I forgot. I apologize for that. But I'm telling you, that's going to be better for you. Just make sure you unplug it. Don't do this while it's plugged in there. Just my suggestion, my 2 cents. Go ahead and do it. Of course, I got to put that back together once I'm done with this video. But I got a clean pot here. Let me reach over and grab a cup. Put it in there. And it depends on your taste. You can cycle one of these through it. Just get one that you don't like, perhaps, after you've cleaned it. I know I've tried to get all this olive oil off of it. But one thing that Nespresso recommends is that you use a dry brush, kind of like a toothbrush. I have an old toothbrush that I use just to clean it. And when I did that, that light was still blinking twice. It didn't help. But it might help you first do that and see if it works. What you want to do is you want to have this thing, you know, free spinning. You don't want it to like be hard to make it spin. Because like I said, it goes 7,000 revolutions per minute. And let's see. Go ahead and lock it. And as you can see, the light is solid right now. If it's blinking twice, there's something else wrong with it. Again, you can go back on my other video and see what's going on. But this is going to be your ultimate test. You want to see if this is going to work. So we're going to go ahead and try that now. Let's see. So I hear the machine making that noise that it normally does. And voila, look at that, folks. We have fresh brewed espresso. This goes to show this company wants you to buy a new one. There's a lot of companies out there, sadly, in today's world that do that. I mean, I can just go on and on. I know Apple does that with their iPhones. They prefer you to buy a new one, but tap it twice. But folks, don't throw yours away. Look at my other video. Look at this video. Hopefully this gets your machine up and running. It's shameful to throw away a $200 machine. Now, if you can't fix it, by all means, go ahead and get a new one. There's just sometimes things that are beyond repair. Just get yourself a new one. What I do recommend, if you buy these, and I'm going to put a link in the description on Amazon, go ahead and get yourself a 3 or 4 year plan. They're only like 30 bucks usually, 30 or 40 bucks. It's well worth it. And if there's any issues with the machine, they will actually just swap it out and send you a brand new one. So it's shameful because these really make great tasting coffee. All you need is a little bit of olive oil spray. Do not, and I repeat, do not use WD-40. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, you like our other videos that are saving you money day in and day out, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will try to post more videos to save you some money. Thank you for watching.